The space race wasn't just about reaching the stars. It was a high-stakes battle between two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, competing for technological dominance during the Cold War. And in 1969, the USA planted its flag on the moon, marking one of humanity's greatest achievements. But how did the United States beat the Soviet Union to the moon? Let's dive into this incredible story of ambition, ingenuity, and a bit of drama. It all started in 1957, when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite into orbit. This beeping sphere sent shockwaves around the world. The Americans? They were caught off guard. It was clear, the space race had begun, and the Soviets weren't stopping there. In 1961, the Soviets achieved another milestone. Yuri Gagarin became the first human to orbit Earth. The US was falling behind, and the pressure was mounting. But President John F. Kennedy had a bold vision.
Of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth.
He declared that America would land a man on the moon by the end of the decade. It was a daring goal, one that seemed almost impossible at the time.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
With those words, NASA was given its marching orders. The race to the moon was officially on. The United States had a lot of catching up to do. NASA's Mercury and Gemini programs laid the groundwork for space exploration, teaching American astronauts how to survive in space and even perform spacewalks. But there were setbacks, too. Rockets exploded, missions failed, and lives were lost. The Apollo 1 tragedy in 1967 was a devastating blow. A cabin fire during a test killed all 3 astronauts on board. The program faced delays, criticism, and doubts. Could America still reach the moon? Then came Apollo 8 in 1968. For the first time, humans orbited the moon and captured the iconic Earthrise photo. This mission wasn't just a technical success. It reignited hope and proved NASA was ready for the ultimate challenge. Finally, in July 1969, the moment had arrived. Apollo 11, with astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins, was ready to make history. The Saturn V rocket roared to life, and millions around the world watched as the crew set course for the moon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
On July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong became the first human to set foot on the moon, with Buzz Aldrin joining him shortly after. The USA had done it. The space race was won. This monumental achievement wasn't just about beating the Soviet Union. It was a testament to human determination and ingenuity. The moon landing inspired generations and proved that when humanity sets its sights on the stars, there are no limits. And the story doesn't end there. Today, the lessons learned from the space race continue to drive innovation. From Mars rovers to plans for returning to the moon with NASA's Artemis program, the spirit of exploration lives on. The space race was more than a competition. It was a defining chapter in human history. It showed us what we can achieve when we dare to dream big. So what's next? Mars? The stars? The universe is waiting. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories from history. Let us know in the comments. Where do you think humanity will go next?